Alright, welcome back to the Ponics Haven. Got an exciting video for you today. We are going to build a little small hydroponics system, which is going to be simple to build. Ain't going to cost you much. You might even can build it with the stuff you have around your own house. That's what I did with me. With matter of fact, I haven't even spent a dime to make this. But it is a floating hydroponics system. So stay tuned. And also, please subscribe to our channel and hit the like button down below. It really helps with the videos, getting it out there in the YouTube environment. So please like the video and subscribe to our channel, because there's a lot more videos coming this way, and just would appreciate it so much. So getting that aside, just get into building a floating raft hydroponic system, self-contained. Alright, now the first thing you're going to need some kind of container. This is a little rectangle bucket that I bought a while back. Lost the lid to it. It's been hanging around the shed, not really being used for anything, and I said, well, I need to use it for something. So we're going to build a self-contained hydroponic system out of it. So this is something that you can put maybe, inside your house or on a balcony in your apartment. It doesn't take a lot. You can grow up to maybe 6 plants in it. So, but you don't need a bucket or some kind of container. If it's even a big bowl or a big vase, a big just something that holds water that you could use. And then you're going to need a piece of styrofoam. You can go to Lowe's or Home Depot or your local building supply company and get you a piece of at least 1.5 inches to maybe 2 inch. If you can't find that, at least get you a 1 inch piece of foam that will fit in it. Now, you don't want it to sit on top. You want it to fit in it. You see how it just fell down in there? That's what you want it to do. You want it to float on the water. Okay? You want it to float. So as it uses the water, it will eventually go down. So that's what you want it to do. Now, as you see, I have 6 holes in my thing. But let me show you how. I didn't use a drill bit. I didn't use a hole saw. I didn't use nothing like that. I found a piece of pipe that was the size of the little pots that I'm using. And I'll show you the pots that I'm using here in a minute. And what I did, I just heated the end of it, and it makes one of the smoothest. It just melts right through it. It makes a smooth hole. It doesn't leave rigid edges. If you ever drill through styrofoam, it makes a mess and it leaves rough edges. But this, you heat this up and you'll just go through it like butter. And makes a clean looking piece of for your hose. And honestly, my dad always said, if you take the time to do something, try to do it right and try to do it the best of your ability. And so, always try to figure out to do it the best way you can, but you work with what you have. Okay. Well, what I'm using for pots are these little pots here. Let me see if we can get it to focus. See if I can get some light. More light on this. But I got these little pots here. They came with some succulent plants in them. I made some terrariums for my daughter and one of her friends, and so this is the pots that they come in, little pots. And so, you know, I'm like, what am I going to do with them? They're about really, you know, but so I figured I could use them for the, you know, to fit in here. And they fit perfectly in here. But what I'm going to do, just like I showed in a video earlier, where I'm going to take my soldering iron and I'm going to cut slots in here. Just heat up my soldering iron and take it and just cut slots all through here, and maybe put a few more holes in here on the bottom of it to make more holes for the roots to grow through, and turn it more into like a net pot so that it can get better roots out of it. But yes sir, and it, as you can see, there's a little ridge on the pot, and it sets right down there. It sets on that ridge, and it sets there perfectly. It was made perfect for it, and it was. So now what you're going to need is a little air pump. Now I've got this air pump on my cuttings over there of my roses, but I've got another air pump outside that I'm going to use on this system. But you can buy this pump at Walmart for about $7 to $8, I do believe, and it's enough. It puts out enough air. You just put your stone down in the bottom of it. You put your solution in there, whatever solution you're going to grow. If you're growing lettuce, you put your lettuce solution down in there, get your pH in there, and everything situated where it needs to be. You put your pots in there, and put your floating raft in there, and you put that stone down in the bottom of it to keep air being circulated in there. Keep air, oxygen, that water oxygenated. And I'm going to tell you, you keep that water oxygenated, and it will improve the growth of your plants tremendously. You can do it without it, and they'll still grow. But you put that stone in there. I know that the fact of the matter is that the stone is not actually putting the oxygen into the water. It's when the air bubbles come to the top and it moves the water around. That's where it gets the oxygen into the water. Once the water is moving, it creates the oxygen in the water. So that's what you're doing, is causing the water to move around so that it can generate oxygen into the water. So yes, I believe you can do it without it, but it's always, if you make it do better, grow faster, hey, a little $7, $8 pump and $1 stone and $1 hose, $10, $11 you're gonna spend on it. And if you can have a bucket or so, a little 2.5 bucket, you could probably do 4 plants on it. This is like a 3-gallon bucket, 3.5. I hadn't really measured. I cut this out of the styrofoam that was in the package that my incubator come in. So that's how I got this piece of stone. I mean, this styrofoam. But anyway, there it is. Now, this is how I built it and how it's going to be set up. Now, the next video is me setting the part 2 of this is going to be me setting the solution up, setting the stone in there, putting the plants in there, and getting it set up so that it's ready to do what it's needed to do to produce growth and to produce plants. Alright, well, this is Craig. Again, thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe to our channel. It helps out, and thank you so much for watching our videos. It means a lot to us, and there's a lot more coming down the road. I'm working on some videos on the raining tower systems, so that's going to be coming down the road. I'm going to do some refiguring with that system and doing something different with it. So maybe a 2.0 on that, and doing some growing in them. So stay tuned for all that. I'm getting excited about what's coming. So thank you again for watching, and you have a wonderful day. God bless you.